Yeah, so my dad immigrated from Iraq for religious persecution reasons. Roman Catholic in a country that had religious strife back then, and it's still tough now. But he immigrated in 1967, and then went back on my mom in 1972. Came to the U.S. and, like a lot of immigrants, worked really hard and ended up in the supermarket and liquor store business in middle of Detroit, and did really well from that. And then I started working when I was 9 years old, and learned a lot working in the city and and everything else. Appreciated it a lot because I got the opportunity to be living in a really good area with good schools and good homes, but had to work in a rough neighborhood. So kind of learned a little bit of street smarts, which was really good. And my mom luckily had the opportunity to kind of go to college a little bit back in Iraq, so she was real big on education. And although my dad wanted us to work, my mom said you also had to do good in school. So I'm the oldest of 5 kids, and so there's a lot of pressure to do well. And so got through high school, went to college, had to come home and work. Even during college, helped the family business. After I graduated from school, my dad thought, what, supermarkets are getting rough. We're getting held up, there's some issues, maybe we need to make a shift. And so we decided to get into the hotel business. And so graduated from high school, started in the hotel side, and kind of fell on the credit card processing by accident. It was early 2000, and I was referring a lot of business to Chase Bank, and Chase Bank happened to be the preferred provider for one of our hotel chains. And as an astute kind of young business guy, I was like, well, what am I paying for? And I'm not understanding this, and what are the rates, and I don't get how this works. So really tried to work hard and try to learn, and there was really no one to answer the questions. And finally I bothered them so much that they got me with a guy on the Chase side who's actually like kind of a middle manager kind of guy, and he kind of started explaining things to me and said, this is really how it works, and this is where the fees come from, and they're mostly going to Visa MasterCard, so they really don't go to us. And after I learned that, I'm like, if you can service some of the accounts that, that the way you're servicing me, I can send you more business. Like a lot of my friends would be interested in this. So I started doing that, and he calls me one day and says, listen, we're doing an independent sales program. And I said, what does that mean? He said, well, we want people like you to help sell our products because really it's inefficient for us. We really don't make money. It's really a big cost for us because we can't service. For you to get service, you have to get to like my level, so nobody understands it. So if you can help us with it, then it could work. And I said, well, how do I make money? And he said, well, you make money after every kind of transaction. So I went to my dad. I said, hotel business is great and everything else, but I think this is where I want to go. And he said, I don't think it's legal. You better make sure it's legal, that you're this is how you're making money, and it worked out. So that was in 2000. Started first company at that point, and then grew it.